quarterback on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throwing on the run. Connection to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those returns
started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
To the air, it's Simpson. Flushed out of the pocket. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. The receiver on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch down the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Gets the back moving. From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown! Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's caught. It's Miller. Crosses the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Cuevas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Keeps it on the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. He goes down after short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking downfield. It's flag way. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
On 3rd down, going up top. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, Dave, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. We got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They want that clock to run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Simpson. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Ooh, you're dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses, wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's ball. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
guy trying to make something happen. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gators! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And with that touchdown, you can hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Snap in the shotgun. Floating away. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's